thinking media in association with Box Pro. Eddie, Sonny Edwards, you said before you felt he was one of the best fighters in the country or the world. Do you still think that?
Yeah, I do. I think he's one of the most talented fighters in Brit. I said that I think he might be the best British world champion. I think he's still got to prove it at elite level. For 6 rounds, he looked phenomenal tonight. Started giving a few rounds away, a bit sloppy. I would have liked to see him go through the gears, but you're going to see the best of him against the Bam Rodriguez's, the Julio Cesar Martinez, and I think after that performance, I think they might be a little bit keener to face him.
Why was Bam not here today? Because I heard he was supposed to come.
Yeah, he's just got back to training, and Robert Garcia didn't want him to come because he just got back in the gym after resting up his jaw. And I think he wants to get a deal in place as well before he starts flying over and getting in his face. And that's one of the priorities for this week or the next week, is to lock in that fight. I'd like to lock it in nice and early so we can really have something to look forward to towards the end of the year.
Is one of them likely to price themselves out or maybe demand a lot more?
Sonny's deal's done. You know, in Sonny Edwards' contract, all the money is there for all those fights. So it's really down to everybody else. And listen, they deserve big money for that fight. So it's a proper fight. And we'll negotiate those fights and see who wants it first.
Dimitri Bivol's done a few bit of media today. Obviously, he's not getting the Canelo fight by the looks of it from what the response is. So what is next for Bivol?
Well, we're still negotiating the Canelo fight, but at the moment, we haven't reached terms that he's agreeable to. So it looks like he'll defend in August probably, and obviously wait for the winner of Callum Smith against Beterbiev as well for the undisputed fight.
Will you look to speak to Maurizio Sullivan to see if he can overturn this decision in regards to him being Russian?
Time. I mean, obviously after, I honestly believe Callum Smith knocks out Beterbiev. I really do. And then we look to make Callum Smith against Beterbiev for the undisputed. And hopefully by then things have changed around the world, or Maurizio's position might have changed, and we can give Bivol what he deserves, which is a shot undisputed.
Benson put the report out yesterday from what you said to me about Canelo and BADOU Jack, and it's done ridiculous numbers online. There's been a lot of response, like nearly 1 million people have interacted with that. So how realistic is that? Would you chase that?
I think that's the one. I think it's a fight for 2024. But, you know, I think it's a good fight. BADOU Jack could probably come down, I don't know the number, 178 pounds, something like that. And as long as there's a rehydration in place, I'm sure Canelo would take that fight, because otherwise BADOU could rehydrate over 200 pounds, you know, and I think that's not really on in a fight like that. But who knows? I think there's definitely a chance.
And last question, AJ White, have both sides agreed the deal? Are you having issues with anyone?
No, I mean, no issues, because we've only just started, but the deal's not close yet. Both fighters want the fight. We're going through the motions to make the deal, and hopefully we can get there.
Can you put a timeline on it?
I always do that, get myself in trouble. You know, we're off to New Orleans tomorrow, Monday, and then try and get the fight made this week.
Last of Conor Ben, any developments on that situation?
Not since yesterday.
Eddie, thank you for your time. Cheers, man.